Welcome to another video. This time I decided to record a couple of things that I did on a Saturday morning. As typically, I don't know if it's insomnia or it's just that my body's already getting used to a routine, but I wake up before my alarm goes off at 6 and I get up and get going. And this is on a daily basis. So even if I try to stay in bed whenever I don't work or it's a weekend, for some reason I'm just not able to. But I was kind of tired this day and I was just trying to get going. So I got ready and I headed off to the park. I gotta say that I enjoyed this morning so much because for some reason the sunset was so beautiful. And before this, I actually did a little live through my Facebook. And I try to do that every time that I go. I just like saying good morning, hello to everybody. But I do it at the beginning of my walk because afterwards I want to enjoy the whole the whole turn that I do, I guess, without having to be talking or having to be holding my camera recording. I just like to enjoy my surroundings, listening to the birds chirping, feeling the breeze through my skin. And I enjoy so much seeing other people who like to stay active and enjoy the outdoors as much as I do. So after this, I returned home and it was time to do a workout. And I started with upper body, and I'm going to be a little bit vulnerable here. I actually had, I was going to say a little bit of trouble. No, it's actually, I had, and I was bothered so much by how my arms would look at a certain point because I would try on some type of shirts, some type of dresses, and then even when I would do side pictures, I would feel like my arms were looking a little bit thick or a little bit bigger for my body frame, and I hated that. So I don't know if anybody could relate to that, but it made me stop working my upper body that much, almost to nothing. But I do realize that you have to work all of your muscle groups just to have a little bit of symmetry. So I'm trying to get back into that again. Then I moved on to lower body. I did some squats and I moved my hair out of the way. I felt that maybe it was going to get stuck. Obviously, the weight that I lifted was not as big as, you've seen those videos where girls' hairs get stuck and they end up and falling to their back. I don't know why I was thinking about that, but it was uncomfortable. So I just put my hair up and I did my reps and then moved on to doing some deadlifts, which, oh my God, I kid you not, I was sore the next couple of days. So that tells me that I did those repetitions correctly. So as I got finished, I was doing a little bit of different stuff throughout the house. And I went to get me a snack and I noticed that my pantry was looking a little bit all over the place. So it was time to do a cleaning. I started off by clearing out one of the sides first. And I dusted and then I sprayed, cleaned it off really good, and then I proceeded to do the same with the other side. But while I was doing that, also throwing away things that maybe were expired or that I'm no longer going to use. And then also removing things out of the pantry that don't belong there. Because I did have several boxes with things that had nothing to do with food. And Bella here was giving me her feedback. She's so funny. She's such a curious cat. But after I was done with the opposite side, also I wiped it off. I um, sprayed it and cleaned it off, and then I proceeded to put everything back in order. And oh my God, I have so much space left. But it's one of those things where you feel like it's clean, it's in order, and clutter free. Where it just helps with your mental state. It's like getting all of that clutter that's been accumulated for so long and you're able to think clearly. I don't know if anybody feels like that, but it felt like that to me. Of course, I was listening to some of my favorite old music, giving me some type of inspiration, and I got through it. But I really feel like when I have those days, I'm really active, get up early in the morning, do a walk, do my workout. I have so much energy to do all these other things. Of course, not to say that I'm not exhausted at the end of the night, because I am, but I feel like I take advantage of all that energy that I have and use it for things around the house. So I don't mind, staying up and doing all the chores in the house. But anywho, I want to know what you guys think about my video. This is just little things that I did on a Saturday morning. Of course, I did not film the whole day, but I did film the things that I thought would be somewhat interesting as to how I do things here around the house, my workout, and whatnot. So, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any comments. I appreciate your time, and see you on the next one.